Hey everybody, Ranchin here, bringing yet another StarCraft commentary. It's going to be the first match of the Lost Saga MSL round of 16. We've got a bunch of exciting matches ahead of us today, people, and we're going to start off with the Group A, I guess you could call them that, more like, you know, Round A, or whatever. But anyway, right off the bat, exactly everybody who what everybody wants to see here, it's going to be none other than Maestro, sAviOr, the Maestro, up against UpMagic. Everybody definitely sitting on the back of their seats, just glued to their seats with their eyes glued to the TV, or in this case the YouTube video, really wanting to see how sAviOr does this. At this moment, the guy is on an 8-game winning streak following his win of Bisu in the MSL round of 32. That's right, people, he has not lost since beating Bisu, and we're going to see whether he keeps this going. And of course, he already has a pretty big hurdle ahead of him here. It's going to be UpMagic. And UpMagic is a good player in his own right. Recently, a few days back, a week or so ago actually, beating Flash in the OSL, where he put up a very good performance. And yesterday he played against Best. I'm not going to spoil that match since it happened so short ago, but you can see that on Nuke's account. But I have this feeling that he has been more practicing for this game here rather than the game he had against Best. I just have this feeling here. But all in all, I think these guys will have a good matchup. I predicted that UpMagic would beat sAviOr 2-1. I definitely think sAviOr should be able to take a game, at least on this first map that they're going to be playing on Carthage. Such a heavily zerg favored map in my opinion, but we're going to see overall how it is that this game goes forward. So all in all, excitement abound. Round of 16 begins. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Am I excited enough for you guys? I certainly hope I am. But yeah, sAviOr has been playing very good, and all in all, I just really look forward to seeing his performance. But let's, before I continue talking about that, let's get positions. We're going to have in what appears to be orange, sAviOr at the 11 o'clock position, and at the 5 o'clock position, we're going to have UpMagic in brown, I believe it was. Yes, indeed. So ZVT here on Carthage. This map hasn't been played on that much, and ZVTs have been rare, so, but this is a pretty zerg favorite map. It's a 2-player map. There are plenty of ways to maneuver your troops around to each other's bases. 2 sides, 2 roads more like you can take throughout the middle. Then you can take down Xel'Naga temples that are blocking the main middle, and then you have 3 ways to directly run to your opponent's base. That of course offers a lot of maneuverability, offers some flanking opportunities, surprise attacks, lurker traps, lots of stuff that we could go in. And of course, every single expansion on this map is a gas expansion. It means it's very good for zerg in that regard. But yeah, I was talking about sAviOr. sAviOr has been playing very well since he beat Bisu, I must say. He beat Bisu, yes, but I wasn't, you know, going oh my god, he beat Bisu, he's back, sAviOr is back. I'm not jumping on the sAviOr bandwagon. But I still think he should put up a good performance. Supply depot coming up from UpMagic, we're going to see pretty standard. We're going to see whether he goes for the barracks, for the medic marines, or he goes for the mech build, although he's more of a mech build kind of guy. 9 pull into early gas from sAviOr, so he's going into what looks to be a 2-base build. We're going to see whether he alters that, and it goes for 2-base flare. At least that's what it looks like early on. Of course, on the 2-player map, scouting is not as important, but UpMagic sending out his SV pretty early on, trying to get a sense of what sAviOr's doing, whether he's fast expanding or what. sAviOr getting his gas and instantly sending several drones towards that gas, 3 drones, so we are going to be seeing, might actually be thinking of a speedling build here. We're going to see how it is that this evolves overall. Just really look forward to seeing. But yeah, sAviOr has been playing very well. He's beaten players such as Lita, and mind you, has been playing well. And players, wow, when you look at the polls, most people think sAviOr will take this. I find that very interesting, and we look forward to seeing whether the Koreans are more correct than I am. Overall, I did say that I think sAviOr should be able to take a match on this map. Now, as his first circlings out, can definitely prevent that scout. Gonna kill him soon enough. We're gonna see how long UpMagic managed to keep that SAV alive. But actually, sAviOr is not killing the SAV. He's sending those zerglings straight downwards to see whether he can harass UpMagic base. UpMagic has almost nothing to defend at this point. Has his first barracks going. Gonna see whether he gets marines there. We're gonna see what it is that sAviOr doesn't time. UpMagic, meanwhile, setting his SCV to harass that expansion, natural expansion of sAviOr that sAviOr should be setting up pretty soon. A bunker being set down inside of UpMagic's base, so sAviOr doing at least a very good job early on of putting on some pressure on UpMagic, preventing him making him use up those extra minerals for that bunker, which generally you wouldn't need to. Those zerglings are not going to be able to run in there. Going to see whether sAviOr actually went for a speed upgrade or not. The bunker is going to come up in time with those 2 marines inside there. Those zerglings not going to be too effective, but they are going to run it down, get a full scout. So we are going to see a mech build from there, and sAviOr just going to, for now, attack that supply depot. Going to see whether he tries to take down some SCVs. I think he lost 1 zergling there to that marine there. All in all, should not be able to accomplish too much economic damage, but all in all, keeping some pressure, make sure that there will be no fast expansion from UpMagic, and just getting a full scout at all times, just keeping there very close to the inside. That bunker, of course, is going to prevent sAviOr from doing too much economic damage, but it's still going to bother him a lot, and of course, there's the factor that he forced UpMagic to probably build more marines than he wants. Oh, he's going to go for SCV. Oh, man, almost got the SCV before he managed to... Trying to get that SCV before it finishes. Gonna go for the... Oh man, this time good job there by sAviOr. He is reinforcing with more lings. Has I think 7 lings in this one. Again, focus on supply, but we killed the SCV that was building that factory. That's gonna definitely prevent him. And no, also forcing UpMagic to pull SCVs off the line to build, to repair that supply depot. And of course, more minerals he has to spend to repair it, and more minerals that he's not mining with those 3 SCVs. Meanwhile, lair upgrade now coming up for labor, so we're going to see 2 base lair tech. We're going to see whether he uses mutalisks or not. Mutalisks could be actually very effective at this point. I don't really see UpMagic defending heavy mutalisks right now. UpMagic going for a starport, so that's really his only chance in that regard. We're going to see what it is that he does, building a starport in that location, possibly reading this air build coming from sAviOr. sAviOr I still think still has those lings. 1 ling hiding there upstairs. Going to see whether he tries to snipe something with that 1 ling, and he has some lings running around UpMagic's expansion there. Oh, first vulture out. Ultra getting surrounded pretty well by sAviOr. There it is, going to get taken out before it does anything. SCV also going to take a lot of damage. Wow, beautiful play there by sAviOr. Oh, if Ultra went microed properly, should be able to completely kill anything that Terrans have gone over, and that 1 zergling there is going to take a few pot shots at that starport. Not managed to take it out, but it is going to do some damage, and it's going to prevent UpMagic from expanding pretty quickly and getting some scouts off as well. That 1 vulture again moving out, and sAviOr, as I saw just a second ago, is in fact going for the spire, so we're going to see some mutalisks form pretty soon. The zergling still being a good the speed wing upgrade, of course, being a very good here for sAviOr. The SCV not getting a full scout. The vulture, despite being micro now finally pretty well, is not going to do anything. A 3rd hatch going to come up for sAviOr, so we're going to see 3 hatch mutas, 2 base mutas, 3 hatch mutas, however you want to call it. sAviOr putting down a creep colony inside of his natural just to counter those vultures, to make sure the vultures don't do too much harassment. That's a very smart idea from him. He still has those lings there. We're going to see whether they manage to snipe any SCVs. No, they're not going to manage to do it. Just enough marines and enough vultures there to prevent that. First Wraith now out for UpMagic, so he's apparently countering this spire with Wraith, and definitely needs that scouting that is finally going to get off. Sunken Colony meanwhile getting up and up for sAviOr. That Wraith meanwhile is going to attack this Overlord here, probably going to take it down, just going to do some damage to sAviOr, some counter harassment. sAviOr loses 1 Overlord. And his top is going to come in handy. Machine Shop going to come down at that factory, and also going for an army, so we're going to see Goliaths form pretty soon. He's going to try to counter these moves as well as he can. Those vultures are going to try to move in, but very good positioning overall by sAviOr. That Sunken should be able to get those vultures pretty simply. That Wraith not running around, seeing that spire, so I think all those eggs for sAviOr are actually morphing into mutalisks. I think some of them might be Scourge, but most of them mutalisks. I think at this point we're going to see how much damage. Oh, those vultures did manage to move in, are doing a little bit of damage against those drones. Some drones did manage to get it. Oh, sAviOr microing his drones very well, using it Sunken to full advantage. And overall, I think there were like 2-3 drones that died, but overall pretty good for sAviOr there. That Wraith not being forced to run back, mutalisks on its tail. I think 5 or 6 mutalisks out for sAviOr, and sAviOr meanwhile using this time to expand at the 1 o'clock base. We're going to see overall how this goes. Engineering bin just now coming up for UpMagic. Far too late to put down any sort of turrets. I think sAviOr should be fairly successful with this mutalisk harassment going to be coming his way. A bunker being put down inside of the natural of UpMagic. So he's going to try to counter this with bunkers and marines inside those bunkers. You can see what those mutalisks do. Trying to take out that Wraith first. That Wraith not managed to do enough damage by its lonesome. More mutalisks now coming out for sAviOr. sAviOr doing all in all pretty well, keeping out of the range of that bunker, and also microing all the way, taking a lot of SCVs, preventing turrets from being put up. A Goliath now out for UpMagic. That's going to help him. The Wraith goes down. Meanwhile, the Goliath is also going to go down. There's plenty of mutalisks to take this out. SCV, will he manage to take down the bunker? I don't think the bunker was built. Still more SCVs being pulled off to try to build the bunker. Air turret. I'm sorry, turret finally coming up, but instantly being taken out by sAviOr. sAviOr all in all wow, microing perfectly here, doing lots of good mutomicro here. Now focusing on that control tower, just trying to stay out of the range of that bunker and any turret that might be coming up. The Goliath, also another Goliath out now. sAviOr's going to micro against that control tower and use the bouncing bullets to attack the Goliath here. Control tower goes down. Valkyrie meanwhile up for UpMagic. UpMagic manages to get on Valkyrie just in time before his control. Oh boy, control tower did go down, so I don't think we'll be seeing any more Valks for him anytime soon. Drones being pulled off for sAviOr into that 1 o'clock base, getting a third gas there at the location. sAviOr still mining plenty of that. Hydra's then also up for him now, so he could be transitioning into Mutal Lurker at this point. Oh no, I must say that sAviOr's doing a pretty good job of keeping UpMagic on the back foot. UpMagic now is mining for 2 bases, so sAviOr still has to be very careful in that regard. Make sure that UpMagic doesn't get too high economics going. Definitely has to make sure